My son Aiden was in my family's care from 8 months to 18 months when he was returned to his biological mother. And a few months later, she gave birth to his younger brother, Banner. A couple weeks after he was born, he was taken to the hospital with very life-threatening injuries. And at that point, they were both taken back into care. They were separated and hidden away so that we would not know that they had come back into care. A few weeks later, I was called by a doctor and asked to bring Aiden in for more testing, but he was not with me. And that was the very first point of divine intervention in our case. I flew home and spurred into action trying to find an attorney to fight to bring the boys back home. I was driving one day and went the wrong way home, didn't know why, and I stopped at a stoplight and remembered that I was right next to my friend's house. Her husband worked in the DA's office, and I called her, told her what was going on. Her husband said, "The only person that I know that can fight for your family is Brent Hill." And that was the second point of divine intervention in our case. And I can clearly, without a shadow of a doubt, say that if we had not hired Brent Hill, my family would not be what it is today and my boys would not be here. And within an hour, he called me. He had already looked up our case. He already knew exactly when the first hearing was. And he said, "Meet me at my office tomorrow. We'll come up with a plan and we'll do what we can to bring him home." And Brent was the first person that gave us any kind of hope, any kind of information that would lead us to a path to fight for him, like I felt like we were supposed to. When I think of Brent Hill, I really truly believe with everything in me that every single child, every single family deserves to have a Brent in their corner. You will never find somebody that will fight for what is right more than Brent will. I feel confident that every family, every child whose case is heard in Brent Hill's courtroom will have their case heard with integrity, will be judged fairly. He'll do the right thing for those children, for those families, because that's who he is. He does the right thing. I'm really sad to be losing Brent Hill as my family attorney, but I'm really excited to see how many push-ups he can do in that judicial robe. My name is Maggie Hensley, and on behalf of Aiden and Banner and the rest of my family, I'm asking you to vote for Brent Hill for judge in the Republican primary on March 1st.